Hello, hello, and welcome everyone to a very special edition of the PAT Talk. I'm very happy to have the opportunity to stream here live from our EuroPACT 2023 conference live in Copenhagen. And we have the great pleasure, my name is Jörg Ehrens, by the way, from the company PSG. I have the great pleasure that I can organize this PAT Talk really live, and that I can give you a very short impression of this conference. So everyone who didn't have the chance to come here and to join us, maybe let me give you, I hope the camera will be working okay. Let me give you a short impression of this conference. So we are a little delayed because there was a nice lunch break. Maybe I give you also a short sneak overview of the vendors and the suppliers here on this conference. As you can see, some people are still having the lunch break. But I think in the next room, in the big conference room, we might be already starting to see, and you should get very curious about that. Hi, Mike. Who will be awarded the PAT Award? Let me have a look inside. Okay. Now, it seems like the people are slowly getting organized. As you can see already there, it is Tobias Eifert from Covestro, and Tobias Schenk also from the company Knick. And oh yeah, it is starting. Don't worry. So the next part of the program will be the just have to change something. And I'm very happy to be here join on stage. Hi. And as you see here, this is a pre-announcement from the German working for PAT. We have set up a kind of scholarship that you hear more of quite soon. So we will also support young scientists in that field. But okay, now we will now come to the 8th Knick PAT Award, and that is in cooperation with Knick, and therefore Tobias is joining on stage, and therefore we award a young scientist for an outstanding publication in our field. And so what was the competition about? So the main contribution that we were searching, so the author of the paper, a peer-reviewed submission from the last 3 years, plus young scientists, so the author should not be older than 30 years of age while the paper has been published. As you see here, I mean, there are certain rules, right? So, and the prize, as you see here, is like 3,000 euros. Okay, so we, of course, have some selection criteria, and we had a very good discussion on that, and it's also great to have a discussion, right? And that discussion was pretty dense, and also quite close. You see here, we look for part of the work that has been done, level of innovation, novelty, also impact in terms of academia, but also in terms of applicability in the field. And yeah, now I'll hand over the microphone to Tobias.
Well, it's my turn now. On behalf of Knick, it's an honor and it's a pleasure for me to announce that this year's Knick Process Analytics Award for Young Scientists. And ladies and gentlemen, please congratulate with me on his outstanding work, Mr. Sim Yong Teng from Radboud University in London. Of course, we also have a document for you to show around. Enjoy.
Please, let's come to the center. Yeah. Can I have a picture? Okay, so that's why. So maybe some brief words. So from the scientific community's point of view, so what we discussed and what we acknowledged was you're the corresponding author of that respective paper, also the complete work and also the applicability in the field and also in production. You see here the title, Machine Learned Digital Phase Switch for Sustainable Chemical Production. And so that's very great. But of course, you probably haven't read the paper. Maybe some of you have, maybe some of you don't. I have, certainly. So I would ask you to briefly say to the audience, what was your work about? What is your work about?
Well, thank you. This work was actually also presented here. So if you were in my presentation, you would have heard it. But it's a new innovative idea that we use explainable AI plus a lot of chemometrics and other data-driven modeling tricks. And we make a new tool called digital phase switch. So what this phase switch does is when you have a chemical process that is multi-step and it has a lot of different operational phases, our phase switch would recommend the operators when you want to switch your control phase. And if you do this in a very efficient and timely manner, you can reduce a lot of energy consumption in the process, emissions that are emitted from your process units, and also the batch time of your process will significantly reduce. So that's a new research area that we are exploring, and I'm very humble and I feel very privileged to receive this award. Thank you.
Okay, and that means that now the next session will start. So I'll hand over to Massimiliano, who is the session chair for the upcoming session.
So I hope all of you could see this and did have the chance to attend this live award. Yeah, that should just be a very warm invitation for you to join our next conference and also the next PAT talk. I know maybe it was not perfect from the technology here, but at least you got an impression. And yeah, we hope to see you very soon here in one of our next PAT talks on LinkedIn. And thank you for joining us. Take care. Goodbye from Copenhagen.